Welcome everyone to today's session. Daisy, I'm going to make you co-host. You can raise your hand if you like. Thank you. All right, so today we're just gonna, it's Friday, so we still have 4 days. What is that? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days, I guess. 3 days to focus on getting to the next level or closer to the next level. So for those of you who are new, I do this call every Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Our schedule changes a little bit on Saturday. And then this Sunday, because it's Father's Day, we're only going to be doing, well, I am only going to be doing one call. I'll be doing the 9 o'clock. I'm not quite sure if the Global Money team is doing calls or not, but if you're inside of their Telegram, you should be able to find out that schedule, okay? But this Sunday, we're not going to be doing the early day classes, okay? I know that's kind of a bummer, but I want to make sure that I give everyone an opportunity to enjoy their fathers and to spend time with their family. So I will do a 9 p.m. Eastern Sunday night call, but that's the only one that I'm going to be doing. And then remember, Saturdays have changed because we now plug into the Global Money team's call at 1 o'clock and then my 9 o'clock calls. So 1 o'clock, 9 o'clock for me on Saturdays. I know some of you have some launches scheduled and those types of things. So I still do private calls in 3 ways and still working my business. But as far as the big calls, 1 o'clock with the Global Money team, it's a conference call. And then my 9 o'clock call, I'll be doing that as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get down to business today. Friday Night Lights. We always want to pack out our Friday calls. If we can pack out the Friday calls, anyone who doesn't show up on the Friday call, you can follow up with them. And you have Saturday and Sunday. I want you to understand that this coaching session is really about making sure that all of you can grow to your potential. You work on your development skills, not only your personal development, but your wealth development as well. A lot of times when we're struggling to get people into our business, it might just be that we are, not as confident about what we're saying and people can feel that vibration, or you're new to the industry and you are going to have to learn a few skills. I haven't been doing 3-ways and launch calls and the level that I'm doing them at right now. I haven't always done them at this level. It took me really getting out of my own way. When I first got started in network marketing, I was just too afraid to hear no from people. Now, it's not arrogance. Don't confuse my confidence with arrogance. It's just that there's 7 billion people in the world. If someone tells me no, a lot of times they're saying not right now. And I looked at TRADERA for 2-3 months. I think a gazillion people offered me or brought me TRADERA. And I said, no, I'm doing something right now. I turned it down probably at least, I would say 10 times before I actually came over here. So you have to understand, it's not that I didn't see the potential. I was busy. I was doing something else. So you have to understand, if someone says no, don't get upset. Just ask them, is it okay if I give you an income update in about 30 days and then get your butt to work? Go find somebody else. Go find someone else who wants to work this business, and we'll continually support one another. Okay. Happy Juneteenth to those of you guys who celebrate that. I really believe in freedom and independence. IBO stands for Independent Business Owner. And what I'm trying to get all of you to understand is that you really, when you come into a business, don't really need your sponsors. You don't. If you really take this business seriously, the only thing your sponsor should do is give you a referral link and point you in the right direction. Everything else is your responsibility. When I signed up with some of my other mentors, after they gave me the presentation signed me up, pointed me in the right direction, I didn't technically need them anymore to run my business. It's always about you down. And I want you to understand the real wealth is about freedom. And when you guys bring people into the business, you want to grow them up really quickly. And I'm hoping that my training sessions, my coaching sessions will help encourage all of you to really run your own business, right? I always tell people if we wanted another job, we would stay at the one that we have or had. And managing is never fun. So we want to make sure that when we're coming into the business, we're navigating our back office, we're going through the playbook, we're trying to figure things out. If you can't find it, look on YouTube. If you can't find it, then ask. But a lot of times people will ask questions, and there's nothing wrong with questions, but if you're not looking, that is going to be a challenge for your sponsor because they're trying to run their business. So I'm just here to help to answer questions, but I guarantee you a lot of the things are inside of your playbook. So real quick for this Friday, and then let's go ahead and get our questions, because Saturday, you know, is that day where I'm not technically, you know, I'm still working, still doing income producing activity, but I want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to really truly get to the next rank or as close to it as possible before Sunday. You guys need to focus on running through your ranks, okay? Run past them so you secure your income, okay? Income producing activity, we always talk about momentum. So what is it? Momentum is when there's nothing you can do. It's your organization is going to just continually flourish. I had my first leg had 600 people in it. My second leg was booming, momentum hit. And then my third leg was like lagging behind. Now my first and my second leg are like pretty close. My first leg has darn near 4,500 people in it. It had 600 people in it like 45 days or so ago. That leg is on fire. Why? Because I got in there and I worked it. I looked for leaders. I put my people underneath other people to start fires. And my second leg is almost at 6,000 people. So my first and my second leg is already almost at the $300,000 a month mark. I want you to understand this. Momentum hits, you're not going to be able to stop it. Momentum is starting to hit in my third leg because now I'm over there starting fires, okay? It's very, very important that you guys understand that I am not a recruiter. So when people call me and they say, Megan, do you have an extra 3 people you can put in my downline? As if, right? I just have extra people floating around. I might sign up. I do sign up some people every single week, but I start fires. So in 1 week, I might just be in one area. I am not a recruiter. I'm a duplicator. So I want you guys to understand that you don't have to sign up a ton of people. You have to learn how to duplicate as fast as you can. You have to be a copy machine. When people come into your business, the only thing that you should be talking to them about is they're plugging them into the training, and you want to also make sure that you get into their network. Otherwise, you're going to have to start all over again. You want to make a massive success list, have your partners do that, launch their businesses within 24 hours, or at least schedule their launches within 24 hours. Follow up with the PS3, peak interest, show the plan, 3-way to close. Please, if you're new, don't try to close out your people, even if you're not new, okay? If Derek Brown and Robert Dean and they're all almost at 50,000 a month, if they're still 3-weighing their people, follow the leader, okay? I do 3-ways for my $20,000, 50,000, or getting ready to be $50,000 a month earners every day. Why in the world would a multimillionaire have to 3-way his people to me, right? It's that edification that you need. So I do 3-way calls with them all day long to close out their people. I send my people to other leaders to close out my people. Also, guys, as soon as you three-way and you enroll them into the business, you want to make sure that you introduce them to a leader. The reason why people struggle in network marketing is because they talk to too few people for too long, right? So you want to talk to people pretty quickly. Let me go ahead and turn off a few videos. There we go. So make a list, have them make a list. 50 to 100 people, empty your cell phones, launch your business. They should immediately, after a launch call, I should be super busy. Zena keeps me super busy. Vince keeps me busy. Coach Epps keeps me busy. Coach Carlos keeps me busy. Malicia keeps me busy. And you're going to see that these people are ranking up because they're constantly doing three-way calls. Constantly. Okay? Three-way your people to close them out. Introduce your new members to a leader so we can schedule their launch calls, plug them into our training, and we duplicate as fast as we possibly can. So once you guys' teams get really big, you can start to meet with your own teams. I'll just come along as a fly on the wall. You should probably start presenting at some point. If you're not presenting, you're always just going to be participating. After a week, guys, you're not new. So for those of you guys who have been over here for longer than 7 days, you're a leader now. You should know where everything is. You should have pushed every single button. There are some things you might have questions about with placement and that type of thing. But if you guys get over here and you actually go into the playbook and you find the one-page presentation, you should already be presenting. Because if you can read the 10-minute one-page presentation, will make you sound like a pro. Where can you find it? In the playbook, under one-pager. And then you duplicate, produce leaders. You don't want a whole bunch of people who are waiting for you to do anything. And I want to say thank you guys so much on Wednesday. I am actually going to be taking my Wednesdays off. We're going to be plugging people into the Global Money team, plugging people into Bob Morant's calls. I'm not going to do any calls on Wednesdays. Any opportunity calls, I will only do my 11 o'clock. And then I'll plug into other leaders' opportunity calls as well. So please note that it's in the playbook. But yeah, that day did a lot for me, and I realized I'm going to need that day. All right. We also want a lot of you guys starting to present, because when we do get out of quarantine, we're going to be traveling, and sometimes I might be on an airplane or in somebody else's city doing in-home meetings. So we got to have a lot of leaders arising right now. Okay. Let's talk really quickly about your structure. Remember, guys, that it's all about you down. And when you're building for momentum, make sure that you're starting fires where you need fire. If you know that your numbers are 8, 20, and 5, you don't need anyone in your leg 2 and 3 right now. You need to focus on your leg 1. So you're going to build underneath people in those legs. Can you guys shut your videos off for me, please? So it doesn't pop up on my screen. Not only that, you want to make sure that you're building a solid foundation. Let me help you guys. 1 second. There we go. Let me mute your videos. Thanks. Okay, so, and we're going to talk about this. So I'm just going through it really quickly so you can ask questions. My laptop's going to die, isn't it? Also, I follow this system. If you guys follow this system when you come into the business and you have your team follow it, you're going to do really well. So Rosalind is my new business partner. This week, we've kind of burnt a few days. So I'm going to get Rosalind going. Her main focus and my main focus for her is to sign up 3 people in her first week. I want her to at least be a founder in the first week. And going into the second week, she should be super close to hitting night within that first 7 days. I like to hit night in 7 days. Most of my people I sign up, knock it out. That's when we're going to take her 3 people immediately. We're going to launch their businesses. Everybody can hit founder. Founder is the most important rank ever. It is not legend. It is not empress. It is not queen or king. Those are not the important ranks. The important rank is founder. If you can get your people to hit founder when they come in, you'll go straight to legend. So in that second week, Rosalind should be hitting knight, $125 a week, $500 a month. In the third week, Rosalind is going to help me with the new 9 people. She is a little bit more comfortable over here now. She's running the system. She's making sure that everybody is doing the first 7 steps, making a list, launching their business, doing 3 ways, introducing all their members to a leader, scheduling launch calls, duplicating, right? Plugging people into training and duplicating. So if she does that every single week, she honestly should be knocking out a rank, technically, every single week. And I know it's possible because I told you guys, my team is already doing it. All the people who are at 5,000 and above knocked it out in, record time. Maybe if you don't hit it in 5 weeks, I would say 30 to 90 days, you should be knocking out 5,000 a month. All right. I know we have some glitches here and there, so that kind of held up some of you. But as soon as the system is up in July, we'll be running like a sewing machine. So every single week, you should be focused on your numbers. Every week, you're looking at your numbers. You don't have time to waste. Notice that I'm starting to take a day off now, but I've been over here for 90 days. And I always do that. In my first 90 days, I run hard, lose my voice. I'm exhausted, super tired. But then after my 90 days, guys, I'm still going to go hard, but your life should get a little bit more easier if you run your business the right way in the first 90 days. Then you can enjoy the fruits of your labor a little bit. I'm going to spend my Wednesdays with my partner, with my kids. And, it's just that one day out of the week where I'm not glued to my laptop, okay? If you guys focus for 90 days, you'll probably never really truly work a day again in your life, okay? This is what we follow. Please understand this. We follow the F.I.D training. What you guys want to do is build a solid foundation. Understand, write this down. Leaders will identify themselves. When you sign up people in your downline, build under leaders first, right? Now, my issue is I have 16,000 people. I'm going to talk about this too. I have a lot of leaders over here, and a lot of leaders are duplicating the system. That's why we have so many people making money. I can't get into everybody's organization. I want you guys to think about this. If I have 16,000 people in my downline, I can't get into all of your legs. There's literally, if I only looked at one of your legs, there's 16,000 legs in my downline. But really, if you multiply it by your 3 legs, there's no way I can build 48,000 legs. So when some people say, well, you haven't gotten over into my downline yet, I have 16,000 people in my downline, right? And really, you guys, you're only responsible for your 3 legs. That's it. Please do not let anyone come into your organization, not your parent. I had to have this conversation with my dad. You're not responsible for building anyone's legs but your own. Now, you might get into people's legs and you're going to help them. Those people who have made massive lists and they're running their own businesses, right? Those people who are truly like building a solid foundation. But look at this foundation. There's no way that if this is Rosalind and Rosalind has 3 legs, that she can build everybody's legs. It's impossible. If everybody takes care of their own kids, here's Rosalind, here are her kids, these are her grandkids, these are her great grandkids. I stole this from Linda Rogers Brown. If all of you guys focus on starting fires first, look, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 levels. 6 levels pays you $10,000 a month. You see that? 6 levels is going to get you pretty close to $10,000 a month, right? Get your 3, help them get their 3, help them get their 3. And then when you start signing up people, stay in the leg 1 for just a little while. If these people start to, maybe these people start to fall off or something, or this leg is going and you want to come over into somebody else's leg and help them, then you can do that, right? You can hop over and start another fire underneath some other leaders. If those leaders are showing thyself approved, right? Don't drop your people underneath people who aren't working. Your people are going to die over there. I can't drop anybody in my dad's leg 1 and 2. Why? Because my dad is not working the business. My dad has 1,000 some odd people, 1,300 people in his leg 2. Why? Because my dad is in my leg 1. I cannot build my dad's leg 1 and 2 right now. Why? Because I have 4,000 people in this leg. It would not make any sense. You know what I did? I just gave him $500. I'm like, here, instead of you hitting $500 a month and I'm over here trying to work, I'll give you $500. Don't do that. But this is my dad, right? But why would I sacrifice hitting legend, going from Empress 50,000 a month to legend 100,000? I would be sacrificing 50,000 a month to come over here and build in this leg when I don't need to be over here right now. I'm over here in my 3rd leg. So when you guys ask me questions about where should I put my people, write this down. Very first question I'm going to ask you is, where do you need people? You need people, not them yet. Put on your oxygen mask first, and then you can help them put their oxygen mask on. Where do you need people? If you have 3, 4, 2, then you need to put a person over here so you can be 4, 4, 2. And you can hit your rank. Hit your rank first. What if I wouldn't have hit any of my ranks? You guys would have thought, man, if Megan's doing all the calls and this, and that, and she's not having success, there's no hope for me. So I have to hit my ranks to show you guys that it's possible, right? I built a foundation. Leaders identified themselves, then we duplicate, okay? Here's a solid foundation. Put in your 3, help them get their 3, help them get their 3. You're going to knock out 1,000 a month, right? Then guess what's going to happen? Well, let me back up for a second. So if you put 3 here and then you help them get their 3, this is 500 a month. 4, 4, 2. Now, if you help your 3rd person get their 3, you're going to be 1 step closer to noble in your 3rd leg. You're going to be at 4, 4, 4. You only need to be at 10, 10, 5 to hit noble, 1,000 a month. So guys, listen, all you have to do is bring launch your 3 people's businesses, help them get their 3, and then help 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 launch their businesses. You're going to be darn near at 1,000 a month, that fast. But you know what people do? They bring in their 3 and then they pat themselves on the back and they think they made it. And they don't talk to their people for days and days and days. You don't want to do it like that, okay? I know sometimes we might drop the ball, but 500 a month is significant. Then the next month, go back to paying your membership, $114 a month. That's going to keep your organization growing. I see some of you guys in your downline, you have $15 subscriptions, and you're making $500 a month. I would never build under somebody who's not contributing. So I can see everybody's downline. I go into people's back office and I'm like, why don't you have a client membership and you're getting paid every month? That means that you're not counting for your sponsor anymore. But you guys, you got to pay your dues to the organization. You got to be paying your $114 a month. Otherwise, people are going to look in the downline, and I will not ever drop my people underneath a $15 person. They're not paying their subscription. They're $99, right? So keep that in mind, right? Here is your structure that you want to have, okay? If you want to be a $500 a month earner, launch your business, you're going to pay $99 a month plus your $15 once you get your 3 people. Don't pay your $15 until you get your 3, okay? Once you get these 3 people in, immediately, 24 hours, launch their business. When you guys do that, you're going to be at 500 a month. Then guess what? Treat Lauren's people like you sign them up. Don't trust Lauren to do it. She's new to the game. Take Lauren's people and schedule their launches. Make sure you meet everybody in your downline that you possibly can. And then you're going to be at 500 a month. And then launch Lauren's people's business as quickly as possible. Empower others to do what you're doing. Make 1,000 a month. Remember, this call that I do every morning is more about building. If you want to learn about trading, I have 4 other classes where you guys can learn about Forex. You can learn the Forex basics. I have people who do that for me, okay? So this is all about building. If you guys want to get in the game, you're going to have to understand that position equity is everything. Every minute, you guys need to tell your people, every minute that they wait, right, somebody else is signing up. So you need 3 people. Once you get your 3 and they get their 3, that's 444. You only need 442. You're at $125 a week, $500 a month. Pay your $114 the following month. If you want to hit Noble, you're going to have 25 people in your downline. 10, 10, 5. You don't have to know all these people. $250 a week, $1,000 a month. Bishop is 75 people in your downline, 30, 30, 15. Run past these ranks to secure your position. 500 a week, 2,000 a month. Not only that, you can hit Duke or Duchess, 1,250 per week. 100, 150. I know some of you guys are thinking, man, I'm never going to get here. I want you to look at how easy this is. Guys, 500 people in your downline. What if you did this in 1 year? Right? 500 people in a network marketing downline is nothing if you're working your business. Now, if you're taking breaks and vacations and treating this business like a hobby, then you're never going to make the money you want to make, because you're always going to be starting and stopping, starting, stopping. Guys, you can't quit your business. And with me even saying I'm taking my Wednesdays off, I'm really not. I still answer phone calls sometimes. I just am not going to be doing calls, but I'm constantly working my business. Why? Because I don't treat TRADERA like a hobby. I treat it like it's going to pay me $1 million a month. I'm actually not even looking at Legend right now. I know I'm going to hit Legend though here in probably a week or 2 weeks, but I'm actually looking at my numbers so I can hit the next rank, whatever beyond Legend is. But that's $300,000 a month. $75,000 or something like that a week. It's not much you can't do at $20,000 a month, $5,000 per week, and that's only 1,000 people in your downline, right? You want to hit 50,000 a month? You have 1,000, 1,500. I have 4,000, 5,000, 880. I don't know, something like that. So you guys, you want to keep pushing and keep duplicating. At some point, listen, if you give this a solid 24 months and you really don't quit your business for 2 years, you can retire at whatever age you are at 100,000 per month if you want. Some of you guys are going to retire at 50,000 a month. Some of you guys are going to retire at 10,000 a month, right? So I want you to understand that my sister's on here. Compensation plan is simple. Position equity is everything. What I'm telling you guys right now is what you need to be telling your first 5 to 10 people when you launch your business. Tell this to your Margaret. You should be confident in telling your people, Margaret, that listen, you want to get into the business quick, fast, and in a hurry. Whoever sits on my top row is going to override my entire organization. Let me say that again. You guys have to start speaking this business talk. You got to fear of loss your people. You got to let them know, listen, I want you in my organization, but I don't need you. I will go find somebody else. And whoever sits on top of my organization overrides everything that I do. I will put 500 people in my organization. What did we say 500 people in your organization is? 10,000 per month. At that rate, some of you guys are going to be looking at your boss's side-eyed, cross-eyed, right? So you got to tell your people when you're launching your business, get serious about it. People don't like to join people who are not confident. They like to join bosses, right? So you got to boss up. And I told Reagan, listen, you coming in? She already knew she was going to sit on my top row and I was going to twist her arm off if she didn't come into this business. But I didn't have to do that. I said, listen, are you rolling or not? I went to Mia, you're rolling or not? I went to Robert Dean. I know he makes millions of dollars. It doesn't matter. I said, you taking a position or not? Robert sits on top of Reagan's organization. And they're at the same rank, about to knock out the rank at the same time. It doesn't matter. I got people who are on my gazillionth level at 20,000 a month right now, 10,000 a month, 5,000 a month. So you let people know, listen, you can come in now or you can come in later. But if you come in later, you're coming in at the bottom of my organization and you missed out on potentially having other people in your organization. So I want you guys to understand this is serious business. If you fail, if your business will fail if you fail to launch it. The only conversation you should have with people is what time and day do you want to launch? Do you guys see how I keep beating this into your head? Because everybody keeps asking me, there has to be something else. There is not. Nothing. Launches 3 ways. Plug them into the training. Launch, 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 launch. That's it. That's all I do. That's all Reagan Lynch does. That's all Robert Dean does. That's all Linda Rogers Brown does. That's all we do is bring people in and launch their business and get them to founder. That's it. How I'm going to make $100,000 a month. And if you want to do all the extra stuff, you can. You can do the funnels and all that kind of stuff. Do not do any of that stuff before you do the basics, making lists, launching your businesses, PS3 your people, pique their interest, show them the plan, 3-way them to close. That's it. Duplicate. F.I.D, this is the last one. We see this every single time. Guys, celebrate one person. Pique interest, edify. When I say pique interest, you know what I say to people? Hey, listen, are you keeping your business options open? What do you mean? Are you looking to make some extra money? Okay. Are you free around 2 o'clock? Okay. I got a call to do. There's going to be over 100 people on there. Do not be late. I'm going to send you a link and a flyer. I'll call you after my call, probably, right after. Will that be okay? Great. I'm signing up, Bob. Guess what I'm doing with Bob? You ready to launch your business, Bob? Hey, Sue, how are you? Great. Let's go ahead and launch your business. I'm tap rooting. That's it. 16,000 plus people. That's all we do. Okay. While you guys are waiting for the system to get better, set up your trading accounts. We're making far too much money on the trading side. Make a product or comp plan video. If you guys want to put yourself out there, start making videos. I sign up at least 2 to 3 people a week off of my YouTube videos. So I'll keep uploading them and you're going to keep sending your people to me. So guess what? Upload your own videos and start sending people to your own YouTube channel and people are going to start signing up with you. Read the website. Push every button. If you have questions about this business, you will not if you read everything in your back office. If you actually go to the website and read everything on the website, including the comp plan, right? Read the 1-pager daily until you can recite my presentation before I even say it. And then IPA always, income producing activity. PS3, launch, one-on-ones, Zoom presentations. That's it. That's all we do. Okay. So what should I be doing? Call all your personals. Make sure your personals are plugged in. Get into your back office and look at your downline all the time. Like I literally wake up in my sleep looking at my back office, my downline. I also want you guys to make sure that you double check and make sure. For some reason, mine said TransferWise, and I had to go back there and change it back to check. So I don't know why it happened that way, but get into your back office and push all the buttons. Schedule meetings with your personals, guys. Are you meeting with your personally sponsored people before Sunday? Do you have a weekly meeting schedule? I don't care if there's only 3 of you. You guys should be meeting until there's 6 of you. And then your 6 turns into, 18 when 3 new people come in. Mind your own business, right? You guys want to look at those posts, go through your entire back office and website, understand the comp plan, read it, make sure your new signups pay $99, get their 3, then they pay their IBOs. Set up your first launch call with all your new members within 24 hours. Call your top 5 to 10 leaders and do 3-way calls with them. Follow up with everyone every day and duplicate like a pro, okay? Minding your business means that you guys are constantly logging into your back office. Did you add your card details? Click subscription. I had this conversation with this guy yesterday, and you know, I'm like, I'm saying the same thing over and over again, and people are forgetting to check their back office. So guys, go back there and click subscription, click view under details for your client membership and IBO. Make sure that it's actually says active. Click edit, change your status to active. Click submit, wait for the payment system to fully update and charge your card. It's been taking a while to do that, so you just kind of have to be patient. If your card doesn't work, remove your card, add it again, make sure it says active, wait for it to activate. Make sure you are eligible before rank deadline, Sundays at midnight Central. Check daily and hourly to make sure, because they are playing around in the back office. And sometimes things get knocked out of the system and you don't want to not be eligible for rank because you weren't paying attention. This happened to my son his first week. He missed $250, okay? Because he didn't know $15 IBO was on file and he was at $1,000 a month. So it was my fault. So I didn't call support and raise $100 worth of hell. I just chalked it up to a loss and hit $2,000 a month the next week with my son and got it right back. Okay. So I want you guys to understand that new members, when you guys send your referral links, please do not send your naked referral link. Send it as a personalized text message. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I give examples all the time. You want to make sure you tell them to choose individual. Walk them through the sign-up process. Make sure everything matches. First page and third page. Make sure your sponsor's name is on the registration form before you proceed. You can find it on the second page to make sure you're signing up with the right person. Armida, I know you have this problem, but you guys have to check it. If you are in somebody else's account or you didn't log out completely, your person might go to somebody else. You got to make sure you're logged out completely before you sign up. Make sure that on the second page, it clearly says your sponsor's name before you sign up. Choose client only, enter your address, go into your back office, add your card details. Pay $99. Don't pay your $15 until you get your 3. Okay? Contact your sponsor for them to remove you from the holding tank. All right? So, last thing, when you guys are signing people up, make a special sign up link. All that stuff I just told you, when I sign somebody up, I actually put my first and last name, I put my link, and then I give them these steps with videos, and the Holton Bugs video is attached so that they can watch it and know what I mean when I say, hey, we're going to be launching your business in the next 24 to 72 hours. I need you to watch the Holton Bugs video. It's connected to my link that I sent them and the steps to sign up. Okay? So let me unmute you guys so we can talk. I know this was a lot of information.